Charleston has hidden pockets that most people have no clue about. This is where the ultra wealthy live. And I'm not talking about downtown Charleston. I'm talking about neighborhoods with jaw-dropping 2 and 3 million plus homes. Today, we're gonna take a look at Charleston's 5 most exclusive neighborhoods. One island saw sales go up at least 35% on median price last year alone. You are not gonna wanna miss these, and the last one is gonna blow you away. First up, we have Charleston's hands down most exclusive neighborhood, Sullivan's Island. So what makes Sullivan's Island so special? 2 words, privacy and beaches. They've got super strict building codes that cap building heights at just 38 feet, and all the commercial stuff is limited just to Middle Street. This keeps it purely residential. Pretty much every luxury property has a killer Atlantic view and it has beach access. And the lots on Sullivan's Island are way bigger than what you're gonna find on the neighboring islands. The focus on privacy is a huge contrast to the community-centric approach you'll see when we talk about Daniel Island later on. Architecture is designed by people like Steve Herlong. There are massive floor-to-ceiling windows that can handle hurricanes and give you ocean views from any room. And open floor plans, elevators, some of them have very historic design from designers like Beau Clowney with heart pine floors and fireplaces that they've kept since the 1800s. The market here is really exclusive. Homes typically sit about 112 days before selling. Most go for about 3.5% under list with a little wiggle room for negotiation. Only 6 homes sold in May of 2025, which tells you how exclusive this market really is. Here's the thing about Sullivan's Island that most people miss. They have a 29-day minimal rental rule, and this completely changes the vibe of Sullivan's Island compared to other beaches that allow weekly and vacation rentals. You're not gonna find the party crowds here. Well, famous people do live on Sullivan's Island. The neighborhood is actually where normal folks live too. We've got cool traditions on Sullivan's Island like the New Year's Day polar plunge, and it is cold. And there's a farmer's market every Thursday from April through August. Now, while Sullivan's Island gives you that exclusive beachfront lifestyle, there's another island just a short drive away with a totally different approach to luxury living. But before we go there, if we haven't met yet, my name is Matt O'Neill. I've helped thousands of families relocate to Charleston. Each week, I share insider info about Charleston's real estate market that you're not gonna find anywhere else. If you find this information helpful, tap that subscribe button. And I don't want you to miss any of the updates about what's happening in Charleston each week. For now, let's check out Kiowa Island. Kiowa Island gives you a completely different flavor. It's like living at a luxury 5-star resort every day, and it's your own slice of paradise. This 21-mile island is loaded with world-class amenities. Median home price is $1.9 million as of May 2025, and it goes up 21% in a single year. Typically, the price per square foot is $883, and that's up 4.9% in the last year. The market's competitive, but it's not as crazy as Sullivan's Island. It's still pretty hot though. Security here is no joke, and it's a reason that people choose Kiowa. There's a gated entrance that is manned 24/7 with guards, and they check every single car that comes through. Security teams patrol the island constantly, and they've got a separate entrance for service people and for guests. The whole setup creates an incredibly peaceful atmosphere throughout the island. There's also a second gate to get into Kiowa's most exclusive section of the island that is also manned by security guards. If you like golf and recreation, this is your place. You can't beat it. Of course, there's the iconic Ocean Course, which was home to the PGA Championship that Rory McIlroy won. And some of the golf courses on Kiowa are Turtle Point. There's another one called Cougar Point. That's my favorite golf course on Kiowa. There's also 2 private golf courses in Cacique and the River Course. You have to be a member to golf at those or know a member. The tennis facilities are awesome. There's so many pros, and it's a great place if you love tennis. There's a yacht club for boat lovers. This resort-style amenities are something really unique to Kiowa. But if you want to explore a totally different kind of luxury, stick around for our next stop. That's South Abroad. This is where homes have literally been passed down through generations over the last hundreds of years. Market-wise, Kiowa is seeing solid activity and rising prices. Houses are sitting about 64 days before selling. There were 16 homes sold in May of 2025, which is up 14% from 2024. Prices are around $1 million to $3 million, depending on your location and your views. And the real prime spots, like the oceanfront and of course on the golf courses, they do command crazy high premiums. The homes themselves are just ridiculous in the best way. You're looking at 4,000 square feet to, in some cases, 10,000 plus luxury estates. Styles range from Lowcountry to Mediterranean to super modern. Outdoor living is the name of the game, with outdoor showers, summer kitchens, screened porches, and there are custom touches that are insane everywhere, like elevators and wine cellars and home theaters that would make AMC movies jealous. But you want to know Kiwa's real secret sauce? It's the community. The Kiwa Island Club puts on community events that bring the community together. I'm talking summer concert series at the Sanctuary's Lawn Garden, oyster roast with live music at Mingo Point on summer Mondays, and holiday galas at the Beach Club. There's wine tastings at the River Course and golf tournaments where members actually get to know each other. You just don't get that in most luxury communities, where homes sit empty half the year. So far, we've seen 2 amazing luxury communities. But let's shift gears a little bit. Downtown Charleston has its own ultra-exclusive world drenched in history and old Southern charm. Let's head to South Abroad, where centuries of wealth have created one of Charleston's most historic neighborhoods. If Sullivan's Island is where the new wealth lives in Charleston, South Abroad is where Charleston's old money was born and raised. This prestigious downtown neighborhood is packed with historic mansions you literally couldn't build today. Median home price South Abroad is $2.7 million as of May 2025. This is down just slightly from last year. The typical sales price runs about $1,000 a square foot, and this dipped about 3.6% the last year. It's a somewhat competitive, but honestly, most of these homes sell through word of mouth before they even hit the market. The architecture here will straight up blow your mind. We're talking homes from the 1780s to 1860s. Georgian, Federal, Greek Revival, Victorian. You'll find original cypress paneling, plaster ceiling medallions handcrafted 200 years ago. The ironwork gates and balconies were made by legendary blacksmiths like Philip Simmons. Gardens were designed by Latrell Briggs with 100-year-old camellias. The location, you can't touch it. Houses along East Bay and Murray look right out on Charleston Harbor and Fort Sumter. You can walk to 40 plus amazing restaurants within just 15 minutes. In a 5-minute stroll, you can be at the city market, art galleries, and historic churches. Now, if you're more of a nature person than downtown type, just wait until we talk about Seabrook Island in a bit. It's like being on your own private nature preserve with beaches, marshes, and wildlife everywhere. Your neighbors South Abroad? That's Charleston's elite. We're talking old money families, CEOs, and major philanthropists. The social scene revolves around organizations like St. Cecilia Society, which was founded before the Revolution. Most homeowners serve on boards at the Gibbs Museum of Art, Charleston Symphony, or the Charleston Historic Foundation. You might find yourself invited to the Carolina Yacht Club, which was established in 1883 and is still very much a thing. But here's what fascinates me about these historic properties. You get something that no amount of money can create from scratch. Authentic history and stories. The Swordgate House on Legree Street was once a girls' academy in the 1800s. The Colonel John Stewart House on Trad was home to the British Superintendent of Indian Affairs before the Revolutionary War. The George Everly House still has its original 1743 cypress paneling. Each property has incredible history that connects you directly to Charleston's past. Now, if you want true luxury and supreme beauty in nature, let's head over to Seabrook Island. This is an island where you literally get to see wildlife every single day. Dolphins will beach themselves where they're catching fish by slapping them up onto the sand. It is really an extraordinary place to live and to hang out. For folks who want serious privacy, Seabrook Island gives you something almost impossible to find today. A complete escape with near total privacy and just 25 miles from downtown Charleston. This private gated community offers coastal lifestyle. Median home prices are $840,000 as of May of 2025, which is down about 5% from last year. The price per square foot is $588, which is up about 3% from last year. The market's not super competitive, which gives buyers some breathing room. While the median price is lower, the luxury oceanfront properties are a whole different ballgame. Now, security here is comprehensive. There's a single gated entrance with 24/7 guards who check every single visitor against approved lists. Security protocols, security patrols, crews. There are security that patrol the island constantly. Properties are nicely spaced for privacy. No one's looking in your windows. The beaches are 100% private. Residents and guests only. No public access whatsoever. The market shows some interesting patterns. Houses typically sit about 76 days before selling, pretty much the same as last year. 20 homes sold in May of 2025, which is down about 26% from May of last year. Prices have bounced between $600,000 to $1.6 million over the last few years, and the super high-end stuff often sells privately. Amenities is like having your own country club. 2 killer golf courses designed by Robert Trent Jones Sr. and William Byrd, a tennis club with 15 courts, clay, hard, and even a grass court, a 22-acre equestrian center where you can board your horses and ride on the beach, a 37-slip marina for boats up to 65 feet, and a beach club with oceanfront dining and private pools. The natural beauty will make you forget the rest of the world exists. 2,200 acres with 3.5 miles of pristine Atlantic beaches, massive marshfront areas where you can watch wildlife for hours. It's certified by Audubon International as a sustainable community. But Seabrook's biggest selling point, space and peace. With only 2,600 homes spread across the 2,200 acres, you never feel crowded. Unlike Kiowa, with its higher density and tourism focus, Seabrook keeps things quiet and residential. But for families who want luxury design and more of a family-feel community, let's head over to Daniel Island. That's where the smart money is going to buy right now. This 4,000-acre island community gives you a complete luxury package at what might be the best value in Charleston right now. The median home price on Daniel Island is 60% less than that of Sullivan's Island. Price per square foot on Daniel Island is $517. It's down about 17% from last year. The market's somewhat competitive despite a recent price adjustment. There's still lots of demand to live here. The community is super active with a strong market movement. Houses typically sit about 60 days before selling, and that's up from 47 days last year. There were 87 homes sold in May of 2025, which is exactly the same number as May of 2024. Even with the recent price drops, Daniel Island remains one of Charleston's hottest luxury spots. The price adjustment is creating a rare buying opportunity in Charleston's luxury market. The amenities will make your country club jealous. Daniel Island Club has 2 championship golf courses designed by Tom Fazio and Reese Jones. Credit One Stadium hosts professional tennis tournaments and big-name concerts. There are multiple swimming facilities, including a resort-style aquatic center. Miles of trails connecting everything. You can bike everywhere on this island, and it's extremely family-friendly. Traditional neighborhood setups with sidewalks everywhere, front porches, and garages tucked away. Daniel Island School is K through 8, and Bishop England High School is right on the island, and they are really highly rated schools. The downtown Daniel Island has everything from grocery stores to coffee shops to doctor's offices. They host farmers markets, concerts, holiday events, and there's always something going on Daniel Island. The real estate options cover the full luxury spectrum. Custom waterfront estates on Daniel Island Park with the wow factor. Townhomes and condos if you want a lock and leave convenience. New construction with all the smart home bells and whistles. And there are established neighborhoods with mature trees and landscaping. What sets Daniel Island apart is how thoughtfully it's been put together. The whole island follows a new urbanist principles where the neighborhoods have their own character but connect through trails, parks, and community spaces. The developers kept tons of green space. For busy families, it's a game changer. Kids can safely bike to their friends' houses, and you can walk to dinner. And neighbors actually hang out together. It's luxury living without the isolation you sometimes feel in gated communities. Now let's wrap up with some interesting market trends across all 5 communities. Looking at the latest market data across these 5 communities, we see that some of the prices are growing and some of the prices are slightly declining. When it comes to what drives pricing in Charleston's most exclusive areas, it's all about 4 things. Number 1, location, proximity to either downtown or the water, or both. In Charleston, waterfront access is a huge factor in luxury value. Number 2, scarcity. There's limited inventory because places like Daniel Island or Sullivan's Island or Kiowa or downtown or Seabrook Island are limited in size. You can only build so many houses because there's only so many acres available. Number 3, unique features like historic significance, private beaches, or resort amenities increase the luxury living here. And number 4, brand recognition. Some neighborhoods just have prestige, like South of Broad and Kiowa. The limited inventory across all luxury segments continues to create a competitive market. Sullivan's Island had just 6 sales last month, with very few listings coming online. South of Broad properties often sell through private networks before they even hit the market, and most luxury sellers aren't forced to sell, so they can wait for their price. This keeps pricing stable even as the broader market experiences some adjustments. Charleston's luxury market is like a living, breathing thing, and it's always evolving. Days on market are creeping up, giving buyers a bit more leverage than the crazy pandemic years. But the fundamental appeal of these neighborhoods isn't going anywhere. There's still a limited inventory of truly special properties, and Charleston's charm just keeps attracting more wealthy buyers every year. What makes each neighborhood unique for home buyers really comes down to your lifestyle preferences. Sullivan's Island, it's your ultimate beach experience, and it has a neighborhood feel where other beach communities just don't offer that. Kiawah Island, it gives you that resort 5-star feeling every single day. South of Broad, it's that historic, old school Charleston living with history on every street. Seabrook Island gives you privacy and nature, like you're living literally with wildlife every single day. And Daniel Island gives you the modern feel of a community with family-friendly environment that kids and parents and families alike will really enjoy. If you are thinking about jumping into Charleston's luxury market, I'd love to help you. My team and I have helped over 5,000 families buy a home here in Charleston. And if you want to reach out to us, we will be here for you every step of the way. You can call us at 843-619-0401 or send us an email at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at mattoneilteam.com. And if you're interested in learning more about the neighborhoods in Charleston that you want to live in, make sure you check out my next video where I rank Charleston's top neighborhoods from worst to best. Until next time, I'm Matt O'Neill. Thanks for watching.